Good evening, everybody. Tonight we're going to do a really quick and simple beef stroganoff using some of the Thrive Life products. I barbecued steak last night, so we had leftovers, so there's no prep for the meat other than slicing it into thin slices, and we've already done that. So Ed's just throwing some butter in the frying pan. So we had the steak all ready to go, so Ed's going to reconstitute some of the, this time we're going to use, instead of the diced freeze-dried onions, we're going to use the sliced onions so there's more texture. Let's have a look. Nice. I want to see inside the can. We just opened that, so I wrote the date on it so that we know.
Okay, maybe I do need my glasses.
So it has the date that we opened it, because it's good for a year after today's date. And that's how long it'll last.
So it doesn't take long to reconstitute these. And I'm putting in approximately a cup of water, which we're going to use all of it.
Yeah, normally if you're just reconstituting them and not planning on using them in a recipe, then it's 3 tablespoons of water for 1 cup of the onions.
And that's almost 2 cups of mushrooms.
So in 2 cups of mushrooms, usually you would use about 1/3 of a cup of water for each cup.
That's the mushrooms.
Yep. And they look like real mushrooms. Let's have a looky-loo.
At the mushrooms?
At the mushrooms.
Ta-da!
Yep. See? They're already cleaned, sliced. No prep for those.
And now I'm putting the sliced up steak on top of the mushrooms, because that will actually help hold it down, because the freeze-dried stuff likes to float. There, now we're reconstituting the mushrooms. I didn't get all the onions out yet.
Good thing you washed your hands.
Yep. So the onions, we'll put them in with the hot butter. That way we can get some color on the onions. It's always nice to get some color.
And that's how fast you reconstitute the sliced onions. Like, I don't think it even took a minute.
So what we just want is a little color on those onions.
Ooh, they're looking nice.
And now we'll put in some garlic.
Yeah, every recipe I looked at said like 1 clove, and that's just, you know, no such thing as 1 clove of garlic. Just doesn't happen. Not in this house anyway.
And we'll mix that up.
Hey, look, I figured out the zoom. Oh, nice color.
Yep. And this is where I add just a little flour. Just a dusting, really. Because I like to thicken things with roux, as you may know.
No, nobody would have ever guessed that at this point.
Yeah, this is basically the same thing if you're ever making a bechamel from scratch. You get the vegetables, and as you're sauteing them, you add the flour to make your roux, then it thickens nicely. The fancy name for your vegetables when you're making a bechamel is, oh, I've lost it already. Mirepoix, that's it.
Yeah, but mirepoix, isn't that usually a combination of celery, onions, and carrots?
Right on.
Woohoo. Apparently I know what I'm doing some days.
And when you add the flour, you want to make sure that you cook it. So that's the thing that's going to take probably the most time.
Yeah.
And we've got the mushrooms and the beef. And the hot water in the mushrooms and beef, that helps to warm up the beef. Oh, that's what I didn't do. before I added the water, I should have added a little of the powder for the
beef bouillon.
Beef bouillon, right. Well, there's still a little water there, so I can do this. Yeah, and that's starting to get a nice color to it too. So now what we do is slowly add some of the, this is now stock. Okay, that's starting to thicken up already, and now I'll just put it all in.
Oh my goodness, that smells amazing. I can hardly wait till they have smell-o-vision, except then we probably have everybody parked in our driveway wanting samples. The nicest thing about it is it's really quick and easy, which is great because we have a meeting tonight, so the quicker we can get dinner done, the better.
Okay, that's why I'm taking off the heat now.
And if we didn't have the leftover steak, Thrive does have a freeze-dried beef chunks, so you could do it with that as well, which means then you don't even have to slice it. Don't forget your Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, but I want to get this sour cream open because we wound up running out of Thrive sour cream, so.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to have on hand is the Thrive sour cream powder. The only thing with that is you do have to remember you should do it at least an hour ahead of time so it has a chance to set up in the fridge. And you do need to add lemon juice or vinegar.
Every once in a while, it's about 2 or 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire.
Really?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And now is where we can add some sour cream. This is more to your preference, how thick you want it, how runny you want it.
Or how much you like sour cream.
Yeah. So that's about 250 milliliters.
So about a cup.
Yeah.
Of sour cream. And we do have our noodles already ready ahead of time because, like I said, we have to get out of here fairly quickly because we have a meeting tonight. And you never know, maybe we'll bring some samples to the meeting. That's if we don't eat it all for dinner. So the other thing Ed was going to do, are you just about finished mixing that together?
Just about.
Because I think he was going to do up some of the Thrive green beans to go with it for the side. And he can show you how quick and easy it is to do those. So they're basically ready, right? Just have to pour it over noodles?
Yep. And there's a look at it.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Beef stroganoff has never been particularly attractive.
Some people actually like the looks of it. So, for the green beans, this is where it gets really tough. That's about 2 cups. Take the oxalum absorber, put that back in.
Oh, definitely. We do not want our green beans getting moist
And
ahead of time anyway.
A little trick that I have learned, because they float, colander on top, a little hot water, just enough to cover the beans. And so what would you like to do with them today? Just butter?
Sure, that sounds good.
I'll put the sour cream away.
I don't know if you want to put a little honey and ginger on top too, or just the butter.
Yeah, I think a little honey and ginger.
And some pepper.
Yeah.
And there we go. Green beans are ready for dinner. That's how fast.
Sample?
Still just a little crisp.
Just a little.
That's the way I like them. So yeah, the green beans are ready. You just season them to your taste. For us, it's going to be a little bit of honey and ginger and a little bit of butter and some pepper. And we are good to go for dinner. So, not sure what we're going to get up to next week, but it should be fun and it should be fast. Thanks for watching.